According to the United Nations Standard Minimum Rules for the Treatment of Prisoners, all countries have an obligation to observe certain basic human rights standards in their prisons. Standards regarding the conditions of detention must be observed regardless of a state party's level of development. The UN demands a minimum floor space and cubic content of air for each prisoner, adequate sanitary facilities, clothing which shall by in no manner degrading or humiliating, provision of a separate bed, and provision of food of nutritional value adequate for health and strength. I decide to go around and check how far these standards are being met in this prison. The prison administration is supposed to provide inmates with food of wholesome quality. More than 1 cedi 80 pesos is needed to provide this kind of meal for inmates. For years, prisoners have been fed on 1 cedi 80 pesos daily. Director General of the Ghana Prison Service, Emmanuel Ajato, says this amount is woefully inadequate. Until all these things are done, inmates will continue drinking watery porridge without sugar and either eat their famous gari, which goes with a kind of colored water mixed with palm oil, supposed to be palm nut soup, or banku, which goes with what I would describe as improvised groundnut soup. For first-hand information, the inmates, together with their officers, agreed to lead me to their places of convenience. The stench is extremely unbearable.
Okay, so I have been here for just a few hours. The congestion is just too much, and because as you can hear the background, they are not very holy. So anytime they see people like us around, they will go to tell their stories.
I am struggling to breathe as a result of the stench and heat here, all because I am a first-time visitor. I wonder what asthma patients here go through. The remand population as of today is 625, and there are only 4 toilets here. Unfortunately, 2 of them are out of use now. This means the 625 inmates here share only 2 toilets. They form long queues in the morning to wait for their turn. At times, they do it on themselves. And just a few steps away from the almost half-full water closet are scores of inmates preparing different kind of food from their make-believe palm nut soup. Before they can eat the gari provided them, they have to sieve and do away with some large particles in the gari. Remember, all these things are taking place not far from their toilet. I wonder what will happen when there is outbreak of cholera.
As you can see, this gentleman is fortunate to have received food from home. So family members were here to visit him, and they brought him food. So he's sharing with his friends here. So it tells the difference between the food they eat here and the one we eat outside.
I am back at the Kumasi prison. It is few minutes past 4 p.m. and it is time for the inmates to be locked up, so officers are conducting their last roll call. Inside the cells, the picture looks horrifying. Human beings packed up in a room with not even an inch space between them. They have been carefully arranged according to the years they have spent in the prison. The leader of this cell, Isifu Musa, says there are names for each sleeping position.
Those in the middle are referred to as sardines because we have arranged them like the way sardines are arranged in a tin. There's no space between them.
And I have also for now.
On my extreme right are the elderly and those who are not well. We call them tabo. The aged sleep there.
And I will pick off
pick up.
Those on my left, very close to the door, we call them pickups. They squat throughout the night. They are like passengers in a stationary vehicle. They can only get up when the gate is opened in the morning. For those on my left, very close to the wall, they have been here for over 4 years. Those under the bed are those who have not really stayed here for long. They have not gone beyond 2 years.
18.
Inmates on the bed are those who sweep here and ensure the place is clean always. Some are also peacemakers. Those on the top are the leaders.
Left to Rot, premiering Wednesday 22nd June at 4 p.m. at the auditorium of the New Court Complex, and airing on Joy FM Thursday 23rd June at 8:30 a.m. on the Super Morning Show, and 27th and 28th June 6:30 p.m. on your Joy News channel on Mouth TV.